You know that we knock 'em down. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. You know we knock 'em down.
What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk. Colossal Boxing Talk is associated with Three Kings Boxing under the movement umbrella, and I am back with another video. I'm going to start doing something different and something new on this channel. I plan to cover a different weight class every week or every other week, breaking down, some of the best fighters in the division, young and old, highlighting some of their positives and their negatives, and talking about what I like or who I would like for them to face in the future. The division I'm starting with now is the junior welterweight division. It's in the midst of a resurgence of relevancy. It has a deep pool of young talented fighters, also mixed in with some seasoned veterans who aren't old, but they're not as young as some of these up-and-coming guys, but they can still get the job done. But first up, I will be discussing Josh, the Tartan Tornado. He's from the UK. He's 5'10". He's 5'10" tall with a 69.5 reach advantage, or with a 69.5 reach. He's 12-0 with 11 knockouts. Man, he's a tremendous fighter. I've been watching him the last few days. I've been able to watch 3 of his fights. Jorge Davies, Miguel Vasquez, and Winston Campos. All he won by TKO or KO. He's a southpaw who can fight out of both stance, southpaw and the orthodox. Obviously, his best stance is southpaw. But he's able to have success as a orthodox fighter as well. What I love about him, you see his record is 12-0 with 11 knockouts. So you'll think, man, this guy is knocking out everybody, which is the case except for one opponent. Excuse me, or pretty much everybody. Everybody. Even though on BoxRec it has him listed at with 11 KOs instead of 12, which on his record, let me make sure I'm not overlooking anything. See if he didn't go to distance with anybody. Okay, yeah, never mind. He went the distance with Alfonso Overa. So I stand corrected on that. BoxRec is correct. But back to what I was saying. When you look at him, you'll say, damn, he's a monstrous puncher. No. He's a very good puncher, but he's a boxer puncher. He doesn't have that Deontay Wilder power, or that, who else you can think of, that Kovalev power that can crush you with one blow. He has that power of a Gennady Golovkin or of an Errol Spence, in terms of that power breaks you down through the course of a fight. And he loves to work the body, which is a great thing to see, because if you're a fan of boxing, you love to see a fighter use everything in his arsenal to wear down his opponent. And a lot of fighters nowadays, they do strictly head hunting. They abandon the body, and they wonder why the fucking fighter is still up, in the championship rounds. It's because you didn't put enough work in to the body. You don't have to be the biggest puncher to get knockouts if you work the body. But him being a very good puncher just bodes even more, well for him, because he works the body relentless. He also does something that I don't really see a lot of fighters do. He throws uppercuts to the body. He'll get you in the sternum, lower stomach area, or lower sternum area. He'll throw a left uppercut when he's in a southpaw stance. He'll jab to the body, throw a left uppercut. When he's in the orthodox stance, he'll throw a left jab to the body with a right uppercut. And he does that when he's in close as well. He rips hooks to the body. He's very versatile on the offensive side. He has quick hands, good foot speed, good foot movement. He is hittable though, and I think he's more hittable because although he can fight on the inside, I don't think that's gonna bode too well for him as he steps up the ranks against the likes of a Regis Prograis, who destroyed Joe Diaz Jr., who tried to fight him on the inside. Um, Mikey Garcia, maybe that'll bode well for him. But guys who are monstrous punchers and who fight well on the inside will give Josh Taylor, tons of fits. And that's what a test of is his chin going to hold up, because we've seen him get hit by I've seen him get hit by some solid punchers and O'Hari Davies who hit him and didn't really shake him up, you know. Looking at his resume, his biggest win today is Miguel Vasquez, former lightweight champion who had never been stopped up until, his fight with Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor took it to him from the opening bell. He was hitting that fight. You know what I'm saying? He can be hit, like I said. He was hitting that fight, but never bothered. Vasquez was very awkward, but that didn't deter Josh Taylor, who worked the body repeatedly, unrelentless. He just killed him to the body. And round the sixth, seventh, eighth round, you can just tell, man. After the fucking seventh round, you look in the corner, Vasquez looked like he about to die over there. He just head down. They pouring water on him, trying to get him to get that second win, and he was just dog tired. Round the ninth round, Taylor came and put the fucking work on him. Ripped him with like 3 or 4 or 5 fucking right hooks in a row. And Vasquez succumbed to that body attack, that pressure, that power, dropped to a knee, didn't attempt to get up, was counted out, and Josh Taylor did something that no other guy that had faced Miguel Vasquez in his career was able to do. He stopped him with a clean KO. He followed that impressive victory up with a TKO victory over Winston Campos, who is a solid fighter. He overwhelmed him, knocked him down multiple times in that fight. And recently, Josh Taylor called out, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia now has a target on his back because, Regis Prograis wants him. A lot of guys want to fight him. And now that he has a title at, junior welterweight, that's even more of a target. But I really like Josh Taylor as a fighter. I want to see how he's going to react when he goes against a guy who's closer to his skill set, who's physically stronger, who's going to be able to, take his shots and dish out their own. I want to see how good is his punch resistance. From what I've seen so far, it's solid. Like I'm saying, he's really grown up to one of my favorite fighters. I mean, the guy could, like I said, fight out of either stance. He can box, he can punch. I love his body attack. He has a solid jab. You know what I'm saying? He has fast hands. He can do pretty much it all in the ring. And, he's slowly stepping up that competition. And that's going to bode well for him, when he really indeed faces a guy that's, on his level. What do I see his potential? I can see him being a champion at 140. Hell, maybe even 147. Like I said, he's young in the game, only 12 fights in. You know what I'm saying? He's getting better, and we'll just have to see how his career plays out. But I definitely like the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor, to definitely become a champion. He's building a big following over there in the UK. He has a charismatic charisma about him, has a fan-friendly boxing style, and being a boxer puncher helps. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how his career plays out. But I would like to see him face Regis Prograis down the line, Amir Imam, Jose Ramirez, maybe a Vitor Postal, a guy who's a veteran but maybe on the tail end of his career. Hell, even a Julius Ndongo who got whitewashed by Regis Prograis last Friday night in their fight. So it's definitely a lot of guys I would like to see him fight. But I think that he will become a champion at 140. And I hope to see him face those guys I just mentioned. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Drop those comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about this assessment of Josh Taylor. If I missed anything, drop it in the comment section below. Let me know. Head over to Facebook, smack that like button on the Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter at Colossal CBT. Be sure to turn on the notifications to get notified every time I upload content. Shout out to everybody in the movement that's moving with us. And like I said, this is the first up in covering the junior welterweight division. Next up will probably be Regis Prograis or Amir Imam or Jose Ramirez, who will be fighting each other this Saturday night for that WBC junior welterweight title. So stay tuned for that, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.